guys, so back with another video, and I thought I would do something a little bit different today. So I wanted to try to do that like TMI tag. Even though I wasn't tagged by anybody, I thought it's just an interesting way for you guys to get to know me a little bit better by hearing some random answers to some questions. I did write these questions down, but I didn't have time to like think about it, so it's definitely off the top of my head. So if you guys are interested in watching this video, then yeah, keep watching. So number one, what are you wearing? I'm just wearing a really long, kind of like that wife beater material bodycon dress that's about mid knee length and this burgundy color. Yeah. Ever been in love? I've liked people, like I really liked people, but I don't think I can honestly say I've truly loved somebody. Or yeah, I guess I've never actually truly loved somebody. I think I've just really liked people. Ever had a terrible breakup? I've only been in like 2 real relationships in my life, and both of them ended pretty bad. I wouldn't say they were like terrible, I guess it could have been worse, but they definitely ended off in some sort of an argument, and then it was like, you know what, forget you, you do your thing, I do my thing, kind of like that. How tall are you? I am 5'3.5" to be specific. How much do you weigh? I haven't weighed myself in a hot minute, but I'm just gonna rough it and say about like 125 to 130. Any tattoos? No, I have no tattoos. I've thought about it, but no, I don't really have a desire to get a tattoo. Any piercings? I do have piercings. I have my first and second hole done on both ears, and I've wanted to get like another piercing like up here somewhere, or I've always wanted to get my eyebrow pierced, but I don't do pain and needles, so I opted out for those options. OTP. I don't know what that is. Maybe I should have looked up that one. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but so I'm just gonna skip that question. My favorite show at the moment, I'm gonna have to say Love and Hip Hop, and I'm starting to like this show called I think it's Women of Hip Hop, something like that. I've been really liking that show too, so those are like my 2 favorite shows at the moment. What is your favorite band? I don't really have a favorite band, but if there was a band that I would listen to, it would definitely be Headley. Something you miss? I definitely miss my trip to Mexico. I just came back about 2 months ago, and I really, every day I wake up, I kind of wish I was back there. So I definitely miss my trip in Mexico. How old are you? I am 25, and I'm just looking at myself and I'm like, okay, I kind of look 25 today, but normally I look like max 20, 21. I get that all the time, but I'm really 25. My zodiac sign, I am a Cancer, so apparently we're hard on the outside, or pretend to be hard on the outside, but really soft and shy on the inside. What you look for in a partner? Definitely, I have to be honest, I have to be physically attracted to you. Usually, like initially, I'm not saying that I would not date somebody if I wasn't physically attracted to them at first, but that's usually the main thing that any person usually catches. So I would have to say somebody who is taller than me. I really love and appreciate a dark-skinned man with smooth kindness, patience, loving, and all that other stuff. Favorite quote? My favorite quote would have to be stand for nothing, fall for everything. I just think it's something that you really have to take it like it's true. Like if you don't believe and take a stand for something in your life, then you'll end up doing all types of foolishness because you fall for everything. So I believe that's a really inspirational quote for myself. Favorite actor? I don't really have a favorite actor per se, but I've been noticing that anytime Jason Statham is in a movie, yeah, so Jason Statham, I guess, because anytime he's in an action movie, like it's a must watch for me. So I guess right now my favorite actor would have to be Jason Statham. Favorite color. I don't really have a favorite color. I have several colors and they change all the time, but ones that have really stuck to me are purple and a mustard yellow. Loud versus soft music. Okay. I love soft music if we're talking about R&B and like, I don't know, country or something more soft versus punk rock. But I definitely like to listen to my soft music really loud. So I guess it's soft music. Yeah, soft over loud. Where do you where do you go when you're sad? My room. My room is like my safe haven. When I'm happy, usually I'm in my room watching, you know, shows and stuff. If I'm sad, I'm just laying in my room. So I'm usually always in my room. How long does it take you to shower? I think I'm pretty average. I'm like 7 to 10 minutes. If I really want to be fast, I can be 5 to 7 minutes, but on average about 7 to 10 minutes. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning? I'm going to be truly honest with you. I'm going to say minimum an hour to 15 minutes. Yeah. Like if I really want to be thoroughly ready and know that, okay, I got ready the way I wanted to, it's going to take me about an hour. Definitely if I wake up late and I have to rush out, I can do the whole 15-20 minutes or 30 minutes, but I hate those days. So definitely if I really want to thoroughly be ready, it takes me minimum an hour. Ever been in a physical fight? This is actually a funny question because people might be like, oh my gosh, really? But yeah, I've been in 2 physical fights that I can actually like really remember thoroughly in my head. One of them was with an old friend of mine that I used to live on my street like many years ago, and I remember I ended up hitting her with like a mug because I was so angry. And the other one was actually with a guy that we kind of liked each other, but something happened and it was just kind of like no one wants to admit to things and people were trying to pretend as if they didn't have feelings. So we just kind of got into like this really big altercation that turned to be, or ended up being physical, and it ended up with my brother being there and jumping in, or not jumping in, but having to like kind of come to his sister's rescue. But yeah, so I've been in 2 physical fights, one with a guy and one with a girl. Turn-ons. For me, turn-ons would have to be height and a really nice dark smooth complexion and somebody who has a really nice smile and is extremely funny. Yes, like being funny should have been my number 1, so extremely funny. Turn-offs. Turn-offs to me would have to be cockiness, because who likes that? Somebody who does not keep up with their hygiene and has the nerve to be all over the place. Like if you're gonna smell bad, keep to yourself, but how dare you smell bad and want to hug up everybody and be all over the place. I can't stand that. The reason you joined YouTube. I've been watching YouTube for a hot minute. I believe Beauty Crush was like the first person that I started to watch. And I always was just like, oh my gosh, these are just regular people, you know, that they're doing this, and how come I can't do this? It has taken me years to do my own channel, but that's one of the reasons why I joined, because I was just like, they can do it, why can't I? But then I look at it now and like they have this big production and whatever, and I'm just like, yeah, now I'm just starting up with a little camera, natural lighting in my room. Yeah, it's a lot different. Fears. My fears will definitely have to be bugs, specifically spiders. I'm the type of person you don't want to be around me if I see a bug, because I will run over you, your child, I will flip a table, I will put myself at harm's risk thinking that I'm trying to get away from the spider when I could just be doing more damage to myself. But at the moment, I just need to get away from that spider. So spiders, bugs, my big fears. Last thing that made you cry. The last thing that made me cry was I was doing like a little self-reflection, and my mother's sister, my aunt, passed away, and just seeing my mom like torn up like that, it kind of just had me have to, you know, put myself to the side and just really be like, wow, like that's just so sad, you know. So that would be the last time I cried, which is about a couple days ago. The last time you said you love someone. Okay. Oof. I believe it was with my friend Gloria. Yeah, I think it was with my friend Gloria. I believe she just said like she went to Ottawa for school and we were texting each other, and I think she called me and was just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go now, love you. And I was just like, oh, love you more. So Gloria would be the last person I said I love you to. The meaning behind your YouTube name. My YouTube name is Naturally Just Me, and I came up with it because I wanted something that was super just natural or plain and really reflected who I am and what I was trying to do on YouTube. So naturally came from the fact that I'm on a natural journey, so my hair is natural, and just me, like it's just me coming and doing me, whatever that is, if that's a styling video, a makeup video, a haul, or whatever I wanted to just do. It was just me just doing me. So that's where Naturally Just Me came from. The last book you read. The last book I read, I don't remember the title, but it was a very disturbing book. It was about this like little girl who, I wouldn't say she's a little girl, but she's like a teenager who was just doing really odd, disgusting things with her body, and it was just really gross. Yeah. Overall, the book was very disturbing. I will leave the title of the book down below if you guys just want to check it out, but I would not recommend that book to anybody. It was really, really disturbing. The book you're currently reading. The book I'm currently reading is actually like one of those trilogies. It's by an author called Indigo Bloome, and it's kind of like a 50 Shades of Grey. Well, that's what it says. I don't really see it, but then I do see it. It's weird. But yeah, basically it's kind of like a 50 Shades of Grey. The first book is Destined to Play, then there's Destined to Feel, and then I believe the last one is Destined to Fly. And I found those at a thrift store, so I don't know. Maybe you can go to chapters and find it. I'm not really sure, but I found it at a thrift store. So that's what I'm currently reading. The last show you watched. The last show I watched would have to be yesterday. I was watching Wildin' Out just before I went to work. The last person you talked to. The last person I talked to today would be my sister Janice. She called in the morning and we had a conversation about what we're going to do for the rest of the day. So, yeah, Janice. The relationship between the last person you text. The last person I text would be Gloria, and she is one of my best friends. And yeah, so. Favorite food. My favorite food is pretty simple. It's probably like burger and fries or like pizza and fries. Anything that kind of goes with fries is my favorite food. Maybe I should just say fries is my favorite food because fries is the common denominator, so fries. Place you want to visit. I definitely want to visit England. I want to go to Bora Bora. I want to go to Fiji. I want to go to the Bahamas. I want to go to Hawaii. Yeah, those are like my top places. Last place you were. The last place I was, if I'm not talking about my house, would have to be the mall when I rushed to the mall thinking I was working that day, when it turns out I wasn't. So the mall was the last place I was outside of my house. Do you have a crush? I do have a crush, and my crush just happens to be my next door neighbor. And I really don't know why I have a crush on him because he's not somebody I would typically go for. But yeah, I don't know. I just have this really odd neighborly crush. Last time you kissed somebody. The last time I kissed somebody would be about 3 weeks ago. And that was with my ex-boyfriend. The last time you were insulted. The last time I was insulted was once again about 3 weeks ago with my ex-boyfriend, when I believe he insulted me and then broke up with me. Yes. Favorite flavor of sweets would have to be watermelon and strawberry. What instruments do you play? I don't play any instruments. I believe the last instrument I played was the recorder, which was many years ago, which is probably like grade 3. Favorite piece of jewelry. I don't have like a specific piece of jewelry that I can like describe and say I wear all the time, but if I have to choose like a type of jewelry that would be my favorite, it would have to be earrings. The last sport played. The last sport I played would have to be soccer, which was in elementary school when I played forward. Whoop, whoop. But yeah, that was elementary school, so it was like many years ago. So the last song I sang would have to be Sam Smith's album. I don't remember which one, but it was just one of those songs. Favorite chat line, don't have any. Have you ever used it? No, I have not. Last time you hung out with anybody would be with my friend Gloria just before she left to go to Ottawa. And lastly, who should you tag? If you have a channel and stumbled across my channel, then definitely I tag you. Enjoy, have fun, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye guys.